Welcome back to the MMA Plug, presented to you by the Talk of Colorado on 98.1 FM Mile High Sports Radio. I'm your host, Jordan Kurtz, sitting here alongside UFC middleweight Josh Fremd. If you're following us along on the online segments, please smash that like, share, and subscribe. That definitely helps us out. Guys, we are going to be having a watch party for UFC 274 at Plaza 38, which is located at 3550 West 38th Avenue, Unit 98 in Denver, Colorado. That is, like I say, that's going to be showcasing one of our very own here, Colorado marquee fighters in Justin the Highlight Gaethje. He's going to be going after that undisputed lightweight strap. So please come and join us there at the Plaza 38 for our UFC 274 watch party next month. Now, we're going to be getting into the UFC Vegas 51 betting preview here. Josh, in the main event, we have a rematch between two of the now top welterweights on the planet. Back when they first fought years ago in 2017, that was when they were still some prospects on the rise. What do you think as we approach this rematch here?
Ooh, this is going to be a very fun fight, you know. Vicente Luque has been on an absolute tear. The Silent Assassin has knockout wins after knockout wins in just devastating fashion. And we also have Belal Muhammad coming in really hot. He had that unfortunate incident with Leon where he got his eye basically ripped in half. But, nasty. Belal has put together a streak of fights where he has been just looked so much better than he has since his last fight with Luque. And I think that it's going to lead to a more interesting fight than the first. I think it's going to be a tougher fight than the first. But just with that facial feature you just gave me, I think that we both are leaning in the same direction of this fight.
Yeah, you know, Josh, there is a lot that Belal has improved upon over the course of the last 5 years. But if we're putting that into perspective, so is Vicente Luque. Vicente Luque has been a guy who has been on a tear through the last couple of years, and I think he is one of the most undervalued and underappreciated welterweights that there is. And it's just simply because he doesn't speak up. He doesn't go against the grain, and maybe that's in part because, well, now the champion in Kamaru Usman is a former training partner of his that, you know, probably has a great deal of respect for and doesn't really want to take a jab at someone who they still value as a friend. And also keep in mind, throughout the last few weeks, Luque has always been Burns' top training partner, but who also came into the fold for this camp to help out Gilbert Burns prepare for Hamzat? Kamaru Usman. So they still are within a similar circle fairly often. So I feel like that's maybe part of it. And then also ahead of him in the rankings and who has been jockeying for either a title fight or title eliminator type fights is Gilbert Burns.
Yeah.
So maybe in that sense, he just like, hey, like my time will come. Like I just need to keep on winning. I need to keep on putting out these impressive performances. I'm either going to knock guys out or you give me the chance and you leave your neck there, whether I'm on the bottom or not. I'm going to find a way to find a finish here. Ask Michael Chiesa that. I mean, the angle that he was able to hit that Darce from was beautiful.
Yeah. And that's why I see this fight. Honestly, from a betting standpoint, you have Luque to win by submission at a plus 350. And I mean, the only way, not the only way because it's fighting, crazy things happen, but the only way that we really think that Belal can win is to out-wrestle Vicente Luque. And do you really see that happening? No. Not really, because for a couple reasons. Like Vicente has amazing takedown defense. He doesn't get taken down very often. And when he does, like you said, he is a master at finding the neck, finding the darts, finding the guillotine. So, I mean, if you're a little frisky, I mean, Luque by submission, you have a really good option because Belal's going to have to shoot to win.
I also believe that Luque has a sneaky high pace.
Oh, yeah.
His output, his volume, and his pressure doesn't always get the most notoriety, but that guy is always constantly in your face. I mean, and we know that Belal is going to try to be, bully beat. He's going to try to be able to move right in, but the counter striking also, that right hand, especially when he steps offline and finds that angle from the outside, that is an absolute piston. And that's basically what set up the knockout in their first time through.
Yeah.
Josh, I personally don't see it really going any different than the first time.
I'm right there with you. I mean, I think that Vicente has some of the prettiest striking, the prettiest boxing in the welterweight division. And I see this going to be a finish for Vicente. I'm still, like I said, I'm still debating on if I want to go knockout or submission, but it's definitely going to be a finish.
I think that's a fair bet right there. And I mean, one way or the other, if you're not feeling froggy enough to go with a prop line for the finish, you definitely have to hammer that money line with Vicente Luque. Depending on where you catch it as far as the value goes, might be worth rolling him into a parlay, just because I just don't see the odds by the time that the fight starts being anywhere near an extreme value side. I think that it's going to be a staggering gap at that point. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. That helps us continue to produce this original MMA content and bring it for you every single week. Tune in to the MMA Plug presented by DenverSportsBetting.com on 98.1 FM, Mile High Sports Radio on Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m.
or live stream at DenverSportsBetting.com/radio.